What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Gogeta Super Saiyan. This is a Dokkan image. I think it's like LR Super Energy Fusion Mega Gogeta or something crazy like that. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hip pause if I go too fast. We're going to start with his eyes. Small sort of face in here. So we start with this Dragon Ball W shape. Just like in the middle of the forehead, right? And it because he's turned sort of 3/4, it's kind of side on, kind of like that, kind of curved that way. So it's not like, you know, perfectly square. Right, the eyebrows come out from there, typical Dragon Ball check mark eyebrows. That way. Give it a square end and then make it smaller as we go down to the front. And usually they do hatching lines on the end there. The other eyebrow goes up this way, right from behind the eyebrow now. This one doesn't touch it, right from behind the frown in the middle. This one doesn't touch it, but this one does. See the difference? It's because his face is in slight 3/4 pose. So curved around, up, back down, into there. Bit of hair just on the end. And then eye, square eye, short line, long diagonal line. And then curve those two together. His green iris, just looking up at us, very thin underneath. And we do the same on the other side. Short line, long line, and then curve those two together. And then that green, thin iris just looking up. So coming down then, his nose kind of sticks out quite pointy, curving that way. Back down, like a sort of an L shape. And then they do the shadow underneath the nose. So this sort of box like that. Then he has like some wrinkles just on the side of his nose. And then those hatching lines underneath the eye. Smiling, quite confident, just underneath the mouth here. And some hatching just underneath his bottom lip. His chin then, pretty square, like so. And because we're in 3/4, we have a jaw going that side and a cheek going this side. So it's kind of different both sides, right? Her jaw goes sort of diagonal there, and then up to his ear. And the cheek curves out a bit more, higher up, right? So it kind of like curves out that way. It's kind of exaggerated going that way. And then this goes up around his cheekbone, out to where the eyebrow kind of sticks out there. Goes around and up for his forehead. So his hairline goes down here, then back up the other side. And there is a hair spike coming down, just a single one here, as is the style with Gogeta. There might be some textures just underneath that. So his ear connects here. Right, so you have a kind of a sideburn just above the eyebrow, and then the ear in around there. Big ears in Dragon Ball. Ear lines, letter J is the easiest way. Kind of this curvy T or letter J, that's what I like to call it. And then you could add a bit more if you wanted, like a bit more texture or wrinkles inside. Sideburn joins the rest of his hair on that side. Then we're going to do Dragon Ball hair spikes and like his other ear. I forgot actually. His other ear sticks out here as well. And all the hair spikes then sort of come around like a candle flame, like fire sort of. So it comes out around to a point right at the top of my page, right? All these little spikes. So we'll start this side, we'll just go up, down, up, in, down, right? So you kind of change direction. So it goes up, change direction, back in. And he's got like a layer across the front, so I'll just do those first. Going this way, roughly speaking. Where's that one? There. And then another one. About there, a small one here. And then here as well. Second layer, right? And we're going narrower in to that spike up here. And this is like the big one then. Okay. Then we'll add like texture lines all over his hair. So you're just like following each hair spike. They don't do too much in this image actually, they just do like one or two on each. Like so. And that's all you really need to do, I think, for his hair. So, body anatomy. So he's got that waistcoat. Right, so I guess the collar will be the first thing to do. So he's got these like spiky, bumpy, sort of textured collar. Weird things that these sort of fusions in Dragon Ball tend to have, right? And it comes out just from behind his ear as well. Okay. Right. And there's a long arm sticking out here and sort of a shorter one that side. I guess we just do his body, like his anatomy first. So like his waistcoat sort of flows off either side going that way. Center line for his chest is just underneath his chin. There. And these chest muscles just wing out that way. And then the bottom ones come around here. And then he has some like chest muscle fiber lines just there. Then we got like some neck muscles. And then sort of like his torso goes in around his waist. Just curves around here. And then there's abs. So he's got like a bodybuilder physique sort of thing going on. So all these ab muscle lines and stuff. more standard sort of abdominals here. And then he has a blue waistband, so it kind of like bumps around, just like a wriggly line, wavy there, and then curves around like that. And then like texture on all this. And then loose fitting trousers or pants, as other people say in the rest of the world. We call them trousers in Ireland. They're me trousers, not pants. Pants are underneath that. Silly. It's funny the way people call things different things. And that's like his main torso anatomy. So we'll go over, we'll deal with this arm first because it's bigger. Why not? And he has a big shoulder pad on this actually as well. So just like curving around here. Can be bumpy, you know, doesn't have to be like perfectly straight. Just kind of bumps around the shoulder. Okay, these like weird shoulder, 80s kind of shoulder pads. Right, and then his arm comes out from here, so we got like a shoulder muscle first. It's kind of like a spike just here, and then you have deltoid muscles on it. And then tricep, so it's like a bump, bicep, longer curve. Tricep has another little section here. And then it meets his elbow, which is pointy. And then there's an inside bicep line. And then that meets his forearm, goes down here. Kind of like, it bumps down here because he's got like a glove on. It's not really a glove, I guess. It's like a wristband. And there's like some forearm muscles, just all here. And then this thing curves around and meets his waistband then. That's just like bicep meets forearm. And then hand in here. Right, so we'll do the hand. This is like the bigger one. So he's like just doing this. This is the like hand position, right? So we can just see like his thumb first. Right, and then the palm of the hand just curves twice there. The thumb connects to the index finger along here. So it'll just like bump this way. And then all these fingers kind of curve around going this way. And you'll have like some skin at the bottom and stuff. So hands are tricky now, so use that pause button. I wish I had YouTube when I was learning how to draw. This one goes down then. And then the next one. Fingernails. Dragon Ball fingernails, I think, are the easiest fingernails to draw. They're just like real blocky or something, square. And he's got like a palm of his hand line there. Right, so you can't see his thumbnail on that side. You can see a bit of his wrist maybe. And that's that hand done. So let's move across. So we could see his waistcoat kind of flying out here. And it goes in to there. Another one of those shoulder pad thingies. And then his shoulder muscle, his delts, stick out that way. And his arm's kind of smaller, right? So it kind of just like bumps a couple of times, like sort of like hills. Then we have a pointy elbow. And then his bicep is in here. It's like a bicep line. His forearm just goes this way. And then he has that forearm line here. And then a wristband thingy. Then he has another hand, but it's more like forward facing. It's the best way I can describe it. So like you can see like his index finger here, the top of it. Back of it curves down. We just go around for all the fingers then in the same way. Then the palm of his hand here. Thumb. Across and then down and around to there. Okay, not bad. Hands can be tricky, so even for me, I still find them tricky. Mess up on them sometimes. And then he has, so this long waistband thing going on here. You can do this any way you want now, of course. Just add some texture to it. To the fabric. Seems to wrap around quite a bit. Goes around here, I think it like spikes out there. Down this way. Okay. And then there's all this energy coming off him, so like all these sort of spikes and kind of fire-like stuff coming off his body, energy and things. Kind of glowing sort of stuff. Looks like it's glowing sort of gold. Not blue, which is what we're used to with Gogeta. No, that'll do. Happy with that. Hope it's helpful. Love Gogeta. Great character. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.